What's good with Fat Gang? It's your girl Mikki checking in, guys. And today, we are continuing part 4 of our Women's Her Story Month, celebrating females, black females in business. So today, we have the pleasure of speaking with Christina. And Christina, I'm going to go ahead and turn it directly over to you so you can let them know who you are and what it is that you do.
Thank you, Mikki. I appreciate it. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me on your platform and just being able to share my story. I truly appreciate it. So my name is Christina Lee. I am the CEO and founder of Lashaehouseofstyle, which is an online women's clothing boutique. We do cater to sizes small through 3X. I do personally curate all the styles myself because I do wardrobe styling as well on the side. So a lot of people ask, how do you style this, or where do you get your clothes from, or how do you put this together? I never thought about doing that or doing this. And so I'm just like, okay, I have a huge audience for it. I'm styling people for events and book covers and you name it. So I'm just like, well, let me just figure out and start my own thing and pick out my own clothes. So that's what I currently do today. I do have a 5-year-old son, and I am happily married. So that's what I do.
All right. So I like the fact that you put that out there. So yes, she is a mom, she's a wife, she's a business owner, and she's tackling multiple businesses. She got a lot of things going on there. So it really just goes to show like we can do whatever we set our minds to. We don't have to just be in one box. We can do it all. So I do appreciate you really just giving that background of who you are. So I know as women in business, sometimes it's hard, right? It's hard to break down some of those barriers, hard to really get your face out there, your product. You got so many people that you're competing with. So what are some tips that you may have for someone who's thinking about starting but a little hesitant? What are some tips that you may want to give them?
Just do it. Just do it. It's just as simple as that. Like, let go of the fear. Of course, you may have 50 other businesses doing the same thing, and you may think, well, what's going to set me apart? Everyone has their own unique story. Everyone brings something different to the table. So just because, it's 50 other boutiques out there, it could be 51. Like, we can all have a seat at the table. And so I would just say, like, if you have an idea or you have a passion, something that you truly love doing it, like, just go for it. Don't stop. Do not give up. Like, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy and it's just going to be cakewalk, because it's not. You're going to run through, if we have challenges, tribulations, you're going to cry a bit. You're going to rejoice a bit. You're going to go through all the different emotional stages, but it's very rewarding when you can do something that you love every day. It's something that you birth. It's your business. You're in charge. You call the shots. So I would just say, best advice is to just step out on faith. Just do it. Do what your heart desires.
Yeah, girl, I'm telling you, you do have those days. You be like, I didn't make a sale for 4 days. What am I gonna do? And then you may have that 1 week where you have a sale every single day, and then it's back to zero. So you really have to put that work into it and just really, like you said, just stick to it. Just go for it. So, girl. So another question I have, and I know I personally get this a lot with like my business, if I'm in a pop-up shop or just in general. How do you kind of deal with my price is my price? How do you deal with that?
For me, like, with business owners, it's a lot that goes behind the scenes. Like, a lot of people just see us posting Instagram pictures or Facebook pictures and stories, and, they think it's glamorous, but it's expenses and costs that goes into running the business. Like, you have supplies. In my case, like, I have, clothing that I have to have shipped out. I'm paying for shipping fees and, office supplies and all of that. So when I get done doing all of my financials, my price is my price. And so my audience member who's interested in my products, they will pay the price. If it's not for you, they won't. And that's okay. I have nothing against those people who don't want to spend the price. It's a market out here for everyone. We're out here to make a profit. And so I'm not going to lowball my prices to try to get everyone in the door. I want, all of these people to be my customers. I have type of audience. And so those people will spend the money for the price that I put out there. And if not, I wish you Well, I hope you find a price out there that's suitable for you. But I stand true to that. And if it's not moving, it will move. If I need to pivot, I will. But in essence, I stand true to my prices and what they are. Once I go through my financials and determine like what I need to charge for each piece to make a profit, that's what I'm gonna do. So,
because I mean, at the end of the day, that's the name of the game. Like, I'm doing all this, offering this service, but at the end of the day, I need my get back too, And like you were saying, it's that time. You have to package things, you have to price things, you have to get people to, model. That's a fee. You have, camera people. So it is a process. And I always tell people, like, you're not gonna go, for like a Michael Kors and tell them like, oh, that's $200. Can I get it for a little lower? Like, you're not gonna do that. And it's like, you have to understand, like, I'm a brand too. And I'm working on elevating so that, I'm in those same conversations, but I am a brand. Yeah. So I think it's definitely that you definitely have to have that attitude and definitely have thick enough skin to know, okay, it's not moving. Is it the price or have I just not found the right customer?
The right customer. Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. So, and as far as starting out, I know some people, they start out, you got to make your money where you can. So I know some people who literally, they're like old school in it. They're out the back of their car. I know some people, they're at pop-up events every day, So do you have any tips on someone how to get their product out there? Like, what do you do? Do you do the pop-up events if that works for you? Like, what do you do?
I've done a few pop-up shops, when they come up and when it makes sense for me and my business. But just to get the word out there, I do a lot of marketing, just via ads and things on Facebook and Instagram. A lot of word of mouth, customer service is actually helping me grow a lot. Deliver excellent customer service. Like, they're going to tell someone else, that person's going to tell someone else. Definitely. So that drives a lot of traffic to my business as well. I've worked with a few influencers. Right now, I'm working with Winter Patterson from Ready to Love. She was on season 4, I believe season 3 or 4, but she's a huge social media influencer. She has like 85,000 people on her page. So just building, those partnerships, finding someone who's aligned to your brand that can represent your brand, to their audience. That's been very helpful for me too. So I think just put yourself out there, rubbing elbows, going to different networking events, especially different entrepreneur groups and things like that. Just kind of getting your name out there, family and friends, and find you a marketing agency if you can. I started doing that at first because I didn't know anything about Facebook ads. I didn't know anything about anything. I watched a few YouTube videos, and I was just like, I'm spending a lot of money on this. I really need to hire someone to help me out or just educate me with that. So I did. I hired an agency when I first started out, and they, showed me, the basics of the ads and how they work and what I need to look for. So I had that blueprint, and so that helped me out. So I done the ads. But it seems like that. Like, you have to invest in your business to make money, and find those different avenues to get your brand out there. So that's what I've been doing.
So you have to be willing to learn, like, constantly, whether it's teaching yourself or trying to find the right person to teach you. And one thing I do want to touch on, you mentioned, don't just find an influencer, find the right one for your brand. I've seen some people get so caught up with, it's just a big name, but it's not aligned with what you're necessarily building. And that could go downhill fast.
You don't want someone representing your product or service and, they're on social media wilding out and things like that. Like, you want someone that has some class and respectable and, the messages that they're putting out there is in alignment with what you represent as a person. So, it's very important when you're doing your research to, who do you want to represent your brand? Because any and everybody can do it. So.
That is so true. That is so true. So I do want to say thank you for taking time to do this with us. But before we wrap up and we let you go, can you tell us where we can find you? Or you want to show us any new items you may have or anything like that?
Yes, thanks for asking that. So you can find me on Instagram Instagram and Facebook at Lashaehouseofstyle. And our website address is www.shoplhs.com. I do not have any pieces right here on the side of me because I'm in a totally different place from our work room. But yes, the website gets updated weekly. We have new arrivals coming in all the time. So you can always go onto the website and my social media just to see like what's out there and what's fresh and popping for the week. So.
Well, I want to say, I saw, at first I was like, I'm not doing this TikTok thing, I'm not going to do it. And then I saw you and I was like, okay, maybe I'm going to give it a little try. Because I'm like, that's what everyone's kind of gravitating to. So let me, see what it's about. So I want to say thank you because I was like, okay, I found her crazy, so I'm trying it out and see if it worked for me. It's been good so far. It's been good. So I want to thank you for that. So I will make sure that I link all of Christina and Lashaehouseofstyle's information in the description box down below. Like I said, guys, you want to make sure that you go and show her some love and support. It's all about us celebrating each other and supporting each other. If we don't do it, who will? So, guys, this is part 4 of our celebration for Women's HERSTORY Month. We have more to come for you guys, so be sure to stay tuned, like this video, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
You're so welcome. Thank you.